Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a really exciting one that I've been planning to do for quite some time, but I've been kind of holding it off because I've been super busy and I wanted family to know first and stuff like that. And so many of you think, oh my god, she's pregnant, because I said a couple of weeks ago I was doing a really exciting video, like an announcement one. So I'm not pregnant, but we are getting married, so that's super exciting. I can't wait. And yeah, this is going to be kind of like a new series on my channel. Let me know what you think, if you'd like wedding planning videos, because I'm so excited about this kind of journey of wedding planning and I want to share it with you guys. So today's video I'm going to talk about a bit about our wedding planning, what's been going on, and what we've done so far. And then the second part of this video, which will be part 2, will be the stuff that we've got, so like a little haul. Again, let me know your comments down below if you are into this. If you are not into anything wedding related, then you will know by the title, so you don't have to watch it. But yeah, I'm so happy I can finally announce it with you. We've known since, I'd say, beginning of August, but obviously I wanted to let my family know first before I told the whole world on YouTube. But I've been dying to tell you, and a few people have guessed already because of my Pinterest. I have been pinning like mad on Pinterest. Okay, so the date we've picked to get married on is the 23rd of September 2016. So today, as I'm filming this, and I'm hoping this will go up on the 23rd, but today is the 23rd of September, obviously 2015. So it's exactly 1 year to go until we tie the knot, which is just so exciting. I can't wait. So yeah, so we've got a whole year to plan this wedding, which is exactly what I wanted. I'm quite a perfectionist and I panic if things are kind of thrown at me in the deep end or I haven't got enough time. So 1 year was just perfect for us to plan this wedding. It's going to be a really small wedding. I'd say a small wedding, but when I tell people that, they're like, well, that's not actually a small wedding, it's kind of a normal size wedding. But we didn't want anything over the top. We just basically wanted our family there and our close friends and get married. So that's exactly what we're doing. The venue we've picked, I can't talk too much about the venue because obviously it's personal, and for security reasons I don't want to say where we're getting married and stuff. But we are getting married in a hotel. It's not one of them massive grand hotel. It's a very small but just perfect. It's the perfect venue. It's not over the top, it's not too small. And also we wanted a hotel because we wanted our guests to have a really good time and not worry about getting home and leaving early, so they can stay at the hotel. So we've booked, I think it's 17 rooms. As well as the wedding package, so we've got 17 rooms as well for our guests, so if they want to stay the night they can. We have 40-day guests and we have, I think it's 80 to 100 people in the evening. So this is just perfect for us. We didn't want to invite loads and loads of people because it just gets out of hand and complicated. So this was just perfect for us, and it was quite stressful doing the guest list, I'm not going to lie. I think that's been the most stressful part. But we actually kind of came up with the guest list quite quickly and fairly, because we've done 20 on each side of the family. So 20 from mine and 20 from Paul for the day. So yeah, there's only going to be 40 people during the day and then the rest come in the evening. The hotel is just beautiful. It's definitely me. It's got some grounds, but it's not like acres and acres. It's just very small, so everyone will kind of be together. But the actual where the ceremony is going to be is probably my favourite room. I absolutely love it. It's quite modern, but it's still very like glamorous. It's got, I wish I could show you photos and stuff, but just for personal reasons I can't. And obviously I will be filming and taking photos of the wedding day, so you'll be able to see it all, and I don't want to kind of ruin the surprise. But it is beautiful. It's exactly what we wanted. Fairy lights, and it's got the drapes with a chandelier, and it's just very us. So yeah, we've We've been engaged for about 4 years, and before people say like, where's your ring, like, are you actually engaged? We are still engaged. I've actually lost my ring, and Paul has been like saying, oh well, I'll get you another ring, blah blah blah, but we're actually going to wait off and get the ring and the wedding band together, like a bridal set. It's just going to work out cheaper for us, and it will kind of match, and that's exactly what I want. So we will be getting that, but we're going to wait until after Christmas to get that. We put our deposit down, picked a date, and yeah, that's super exciting. We picked a Friday. We picked a Friday because it's cheaper, and we're not going to be spending tons of money on this wedding. It's going to be a kind of like a budget wedding, but we want to spend money on other things, if that makes sense. So we're not fussed about having a Saturday or a Sunday wedding. Friday was absolutely perfect for us, and we've gave our guests a year to take the day off work or the evening off work on that Friday to come. Weather hopefully will be nice, but you just can't predict with England. One minute it's raining, 1 minute it's sunny, like today's sunny, and it's the 23rd. So yeah, I'm not too fussed about the wedding. I'm not going to get stressed about it. It's just one of those things. If it rains, it rains. I'm going to do an actual series, so this is going to be about what we're doing, what we're planning, and then the next video will be a haul, and then a couple months later will be more things that we've done. So it's going to be an actual series. I don't want to cover everything in this video because it's going to be really long and boring for you. Wedding party. I have 2 bridesmaids. I have my sister-in-law, so Paul's sister, and Paul's cousin Leah, who is, I think she'll be around 11 at the time. And then I have 2 flower girls, which is going to be Ellie, obviously, and her cousin Dulcie. So yeah, 2 flower girls, 2 bridesmaids, and my maid of honour, which is my cousin Kira. That is how I wanted it. I didn't want loads of bridesmaids, loads of flower girls, because it just gets too expensive. Paul's best man is his granddad, which is just so adorable. He asked his granddad to be his best man a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I just think that's so cute and very different, but very sweet. So yeah, he's going to be his best man. So that's kind of like the bridal party. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my wedding planner. Now I'm going to talk about this because I'm going to go through kind of like the categories, and this thing has been like my lifesaver, and I really recommend, if you are engaged or you are planning a wedding, to get yourself a wedding planner. Before I had this, I had a like really plain, boring notebook that had scribbles on it from Ellie, and I would just chuck all my ideas down on it, and things would get ripped out from Ellie, and it was just all over the place and unorganised. But with this, it's just perfect. It keeps everything organised, and obviously Ellie's not going to touch this. It's going to be a lovely little keepsake as well after the wedding. So because I just love planning and organising, this is just very me. So this one is by a company called Rsvp, and I also had a travel wallet from them before, which I would highly recommend if you're going away. But yeah, this is just amazing. So it's kind of like got this, oh, what are these things called here? I don't know what these things are called. It keeps it together. And then it's got little sections. So you've got getting started, and it's got a little countdown. So it's got 12 months to go and what you should do. So you can tick off visit venues, book ceremony venue, and then it's got 11 months to go, 3 months to go, blah blah blah. And this is just brilliant, because if you're obviously a first time bride, it can be very overwhelming, all the things you have to book and do, and the places can get very overwhelming. So if you've got this countdown and like a guide of what to do, it's really helpful. So it says 6 months to go, remember to book your band or DJ, vaccinations for honeymoon, like all them things you wouldn't even think of. So this is so helpful. And then it's got other things like wedding day, so you can write down exactly what's happening, who's your bridesmaids, and then what else have we got? It's just so helpful, and I use this every single night. I haven't wrote everything out in it just because I want to, because I've got a whole year to go yet. I don't want to put things down and then things change. So when I know people are going to get back to me and say they're definitely coming, I'm going to write down the actual guest list, so it's all kind of proper. So yeah, and then we've got a calendar that kind of folds out. Budget planner, which is very, very helpful. I'll try and do close-ups of all these. So it's got a budget planner. I haven't wrote that out yet because I need to kind of get quotes for things, but it's got like shoes, hair, wedding rings, outfits, invitations, so you can write down how much you think you'd want to pay for it and then how much it actually cost you, so you can keep on top of finances. And then it's just got more kind of notes, and then it's got guest lists, so you can write down who you want to invite, their phone number if they've got back to you saying they'll come, and then there's, what else have they got? And then the next is probably one of my favourites. This is the wardrobe section, and it's got this, throughout the planner it's got these kind of see-through wallets, so you can, if you see anything in magazines or if you print something off, you can keep your inspirational ideas or anything you like in this wallet. So I've got a few dresses that I've seen that I love, and one of my favourite designers, I've done a lot of research on dresses, and one of my favourite designers is Stella York at the moment. I just love their dresses. So yeah, there's just a few that I like there. And then it's got bride's measurements. So I love this. If you're going to get your bride's dress or your bridesmaid dresses and they need to take your measurements to like make alterations or anything, you can just write down all your measurements, like your bust size and that, and then rip this page out and give it to them. So I really like that. And then you can also draw like your dream dress or your cut of your dress that you want. Yeah, and then it's got the shops like details, so if you need to ring up the florist you can write down all that stuff. Again, some more wallets, and then it's got wedding day, all the venues information, so if you ever need to contact the venue you can have it here. Flowers and decorations, food and drink, and then it's got honeymoon and like gift list. It's just got so many things. I don't want to bore you, but obviously I wanted to show you how much I'm in love with this planner. It's just amazing. So yeah, I really love that. That's by Busy Bee. And then I also got a seating plan, which is absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like this, and if you are a bride then you know this is probably one of the stressful things as well, is doing the table plans. So what you get in the pack is this template page, and it's got all different templates on it. So the big long one here is your top table, and then it's got a little top table or a rectangle table, a small round table and a big round table, and it says up to 12 guests, up to 8 guests. And then what you do is you get given 2 of these, which are like massive grids. When you open it up, it's just like a massive piece of paper, and then you write your templates onto the grid like that. And you also get these little kind of like sticky tabs, so some of them have got like lips on them and some of them have got moustaches on them for the bride and groom, and then you can write their names down and kind of put them around the table. And I will show you what all this looks like obviously when we do our table plan, but we're not sure obviously who's coming to the wedding yet. So yeah, I just think that's such a cool idea and a very good way to lay it out and know for definite how it's going to look. I'll leave all links down below if you are a bride or you're looking for a wedding plan or anything like that. I'll leave the links down below. So, colour scheme. The colour scheme that we've chosen is like a salmon blush pink with ivory and cream. So it's going to be a really dusty pale pink colour with creams, ivories, champagne, that kind of colour. And this is just very me. I'm not really a pink person. I don't like a lot of pink, but I do like the pastel shades. So yeah, even Paul liked it. When I was a bit nervous asking Paul like, can we have a bit of pink in the wedding, but he was absolutely fine with it. And the inspiration I've seen like on Pinterest and that, it just looks stunning on like people's weddings. So yeah, that's our colour scheme. So obviously the bridesmaid dresses will be in that colour, and the flower girl dresses and the flowers, all stuff like that. If you would like to see my Pinterest, because like I said, I've been pinning like crazy, I'll leave a link down below, but there's tons of ideas that we really want on there. So that's our colour scheme. Flowers, we still have to go to a florist. Obviously, because we've got a year away, we don't want to like rush into things and then I change our minds or something. But this week I will be emailing florists, getting quotes and seeing if I can make appointments to go and see them. But I kind of know what flowers I want. I really love roses, and I also love is that what they're called? Peonies? Peonies? I don't really know how to pronounce them, but they're gorgeous flowers. But I'm not sure if they're out in that season in September, so if you do know, then let me know. But they are one of my favourite flowers at the moment. So yeah, it's either going to be roses or peonies, but obviously they're going to be in that kind of creamy blush colour. Photographer, I've got 2 in mind. It's so hard picking photographers because some of them are on like your top end of your budget, and the top end of the budget one, I kind of know him, so he has gave us a bit of a discount, but it's still quite pricey because he's a professional photographer. He's absolutely amazing. He's won loads of awards, he's in loads of wedding magazines, he's just absolutely brilliant, and I really want him, but we have to think of kind of, you know, money and expenses. So I do know another photographer. If you've been following me for ages, Ellie got a 6-month photo shoot done. I think she was around 6 or 7 months old, and the man that done it is really lovely. He's not an actual photographer, like that's not his full-time job, he just kind of does it on the side, but he's still amazing. He does really lovely photos, and yeah, so he's obviously going to be a bit cheaper than the high-end one. So we kind of got 2 in mind, and we have to make our mind up and talk about finances, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's the photographer, and that's a really big part of the day. I just love photos in general. Like, photos are quite a big part of us, so it's really important to have a good photographer. I also want a videographer. I've done a lot of research on this, and I've always dreamt of having one because obviously I video a lot in general, and it's just such a lovely keepsake to have and to look back on. So we will be getting a videographer. Next video I'll probably talk about, like in a few months time, I'll probably talk about bridesmaid dresses and my dress. I haven't gone wedding dress shopping yet. I think I'm going to do it in a couple of weeks time. I'm not rushing into it, just in case I do like another one or something like that. We have got a whole year, even though I know this year is going to fly by. I don't want to just rush into things. I want to take my time. But I think in the next few weeks I will start looking at wedding dresses. I might not buy my wedding dress, but I will start looking. And same with bridesmaid dresses, and flower girl dresses. I've seen a few flower girl dresses I love already, in Monsoon and BHS, and they're really reasonable price, but it's just so hard because you don't know what sizes to get because they might grow or just stuff like that. So I'm going to talk about my wedding invitations, which I'm so excited to show you, and I think out of everything so far, this is like my favourite thing, and I just can't stop looking at them. And then the next video I'm going to film after this is going to be like things that I've bought in shops and stuff for the wedding, like wedding decorations. So our wedding invitations were kindly made by someone that has a shop on Etsy, and she also has a shop on notonthehighstreet.com. And honestly, if you are getting married and you are really struggling to find lovely wedding invitations, because I know I was browsing the internet like crazy for weeks and weeks, and there's nothing I really liked that I wanted. And I came across this company called Wolfe, and I'll leave all links down below if you'd like to check out her shops. And her invitations are just amazing. They're out of this world, really unique, different but glamorous. and there's just one in particular that I fell in love with, and it's exactly what I wanted. And with our invitations, we wanted I think they're called pocket invitations, and that means you can insert your own information inside the invitation. So if you wanted to insert a menu card, it all goes in this pocket, and that's exactly what I wanted. And yeah, so the company's called Wolfe. Does wedding stationery. She also does cards, so if you know anyone that's getting married and you want like a wedding card, and she also does these, which I thought I'd show you first. I've already wrote out the ones for my bridesmaid and maid of honour, but this is a spare one that I want to show you, and it's this gorgeous card. And this is for a bridesmaid, but she also does maid of honour. So it says, plan with me, stand with me, cry with me, laugh with me, will you be my bridesmaid? And I just think that is such a special way to ask someone like to be a part of your day, but it's not, it's very inexpensive as well. So it's just such a lovely idea, and I really love the card. It's floral, and yeah, it also comes with like a brown envelope as well. So if you haven't asked your girlies to be like a part of your wedding day, and you want to think of something but not something that's going to be expensive, like I've seen a few things that can be expensive, this is just such a lovely idea. So I absolutely love that, and I'll leave a link down below. And then now I'm going to show you the wedding invitations. So I asked her to do me a sample of them so I can show you up close, because obviously I'm not going to show you my actual wedding invitation because it's got all our personal details and information on there. So she done me like a fake invitation basically, and I'm so grateful for these invitations. They've come out absolutely beautiful, and I can't stop looking at them. They're just absolutely amazing. Okay, so these are what the invitations look like close up, and I'll do proper close-ups of these because they're just absolutely stunning. But this is exactly what I wanted, like I said. I'll show you the back of it first because obviously it's got the ribbon, but it's also got the like handmade label, so her company on there. But yeah, so this is what the design looks like. It's got this beautiful kind of dusty pink ribbon with the laser cut embossed sleeve, and if you look really closely it's like a flower cutout design, and it's just so pretty. And then these are the actual inserts of what I was talking about. So whatever you want will go in this little sleeve. So this is called like a sleeve pocket. That's what it looks like without anything in it. And the actual print here is like a beautiful pearlescent card, which is just so pretty. Same with the actual cards here. So these are just a dummy invitation so I can show you up close. So this is obviously not our wedding or anything, but you've got the actual day invitation here, and this is what I designed. So she also worked with me and she let me kind of design my own invitation, and I told her like the fonts, and I wanted a little heart. And I wanted it to be very neutral. So yeah, I don't know if you can see, but the card has got this beautiful like glistened pearlescent sheen to it, and in the light it's just absolutely stunning. So it's just got like, you know, the people's information. It's got a little heart at the top, and I just love how like shimmery it is. So that's the invitation. Rsvp card, which again I really wanted this because I wanted people to let me know if they are coming or not coming, and we designed this together and I'm so happy with how it come out. So it says kindly reply, and then it says the favour of your reply is requested by the 1st of January, so it tells you when to get back. And then the names, number attending, yes please, sorry we're not coming, and please let us know if you've got any dietary requirements. So you just circle the hearts if you are coming or not coming. And I just think that's so pretty and different. And then you have a menu card. So this is actually going to be our menu. So I don't mind obviously showing you this. But I'm going to do close up so you can see. So it's got starters, main course, desserts, and to finish. And it's got a little heart at the bottom. All on that iridescent cards. And I just love it because I didn't want people not knowing what they're going to have to eat, or you know, what we wanted as a gift. So instead of them texting us, you know, finding out information, they've got it all in one place in their invitation. And then the last thing is the honeymoon wish, which is our actual wish as well. So this is exactly what ours says, and it's just such a lovely, cute idea. It's basically a poem saying, instead of a gift like dishes or pots and pans, we would rather have money for a like donation to our honeymoon. And I know it's quite a controversial subject and some people think it's quite rude to ask, but this is just such a lovely way of basically saying we would prefer to have money. But it's in this beautiful poem. I'll do a close-up so you can actually read it, and then at the bottom it's got our names and then our date that we're getting married, and I just absolutely love it. I can't wait to show our friends and family, and I've got some obviously I'm keeping for myself for memories, and I just love them. So I will leave all links down below if you would like to check out. Obviously you can choose your own colour or your own design. Thank you so much, Peach Wolfe, I absolutely adore them. So that is it for this video. Like I said, I'm going to be filming a haul straight after this video that I'm filming now, but in a couple of weeks time or a month's time I will do another update on like our cars and other stuff like that. So anything I've missed out on or you would like to know about something like what food we're having or anything, then leave me a comment down below and I'll answer all them questions in the next one. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye!